Now don't say anything more.
That's right, 7 by 14. Here we are. Interesting. I've got a very high horizon line here. I don't like, not very high, but too high. I don't really like my horizon line to be higher than the middle, but I think I will make it the actual middle. Huh? No, I can't. Can't do that. Yeah, that can be the horizon line, and then this will be Ocean Beach coming down, you know? I always struggle with how things turn out, but not this time. Not this time. This time everything's going swimmingly. Okay, actually this is a little small, isn't it? I've been doing so many small paintings lately. I need to get got to break out of that mode. We just grab that little brush automatically. Talking to myself. Because I want to take the same amount of time. Yes, if I do sell it, it'll sell for more money than a 6x8 because it's bigger. That's just the way things are. No sense in crying. But 2 hour painting, 2.5 tops. Okay, 2 hours. The one I was working on yesterday, that ended up being 2 hours and 45. What's cool about this is I don't really love exactly the way it's, but there's a bunch of water here, so it's, you know, from the tide. I really don't like big, long things like this. It's just a feature, wide angle. One thing I will do though, and I can do, is like just breaking in a little bit here. One of the reasons I selected this bit of reference is because I can do this. Bring it up. That's pretty crudely drawn. There's a horizon. It's okay like that. I might lower it just a tad now. It just needs to be, yeah, this will make a big difference, I think. Yeah, it's just a little bit, but maybe it's because I avoided painting horizons for so long. No, I don't like things in the middle. There's a dark shape in the middle there. I'm gonna ignore it and do this grass bit. You don't like, like that's fine. Actually, there's as soon as I carve it into something. But you don't want a big round tree right in the middle. Like here, you might not know. I know because I've done painted it because it was in the reference many a time. That big tree in the middle, so to speak. Not bad. We got some grasses here with sand all working together. I'm going to kind of step things back, step, step, step. Believe it or not, we're quite close to drawing being done. It's going to be that kind of painting now. I think we could get a bit more. Let's do some clouds. There's the grasses down here, and they're not inspiring in the reference, but they will be very rich. I'll just make it rich color with some nice greens, so it'll contrast against that sand. So I got a plan now. The clouds, so here we've got most of the darkness here, but I kind of want this to act as a counterbalance to the weight here. I painted this beach quite a lot, from this angle quite a lot, so I've got ideas now, and I really don't want to get bogged down in the details. That's why I broke out of the little brush that I got sitting there, and broke out my, what is this? This is a Treacle 6. This is one I'm constantly using on my easel tops to point. The Treacle 6. Love my Treacles. I've been using my Treacle foliage, my 2. Foliage Master. Not a lot of waves here. We'll do some. Yeah, I'm gonna let patches of color and stuff like that tell the story. Probably going to use my glasses off. And I kind of want this to be, there's not a lot of big dark areas, and I kind of want this to be kind of a light, bright painting. For me, you know. Would be, by anyone else's standards, I'm sure what they come up with will be dark. Drawing's done. Into color mixing. It might be smart just to turn everything off and then on again. Okay, whoopee. Alright, so we'll go in reverse. A little too, you know, the 32 mil. Okay, we're ready for day. That's probably enough. Start with the sky. Yeah, why not? We got water. And a lot of times, yeah, could you when you see how I adulterate the Prussian, you could go, well, why not just use the buff? But the buff will start bringing in, so there's already a lot of greenish tendencies here. I do like that, just the way it is. So there's that. It's not so much for sky, it's for the water. Too much, now I go purple. It seems a bit ugly, but it's also dark. I like that. Way lighter than the reference, which you're looking at now. Hopefully the reference not being there 24/7 through the entire painting process and throwing you. I know you would like it better, but I'm trying to satisfy several different aims at once. One, that these painting sessions are recorded, which is fascinating to me. It's a linear process that creates something that is going to just be, you know, an object that goes through time. And so most paintings that have been created in human history haven't had full video recordings. And I swear, I've already nominated myself as the most documented painter ever. Maybe there's some guy. If there is, I don't know him. That too wouldn't be surprising because I don't really pay much attention to anything except what I'm doing. Let's keep our space here. Okay, now don't get, you can see in the reference those clouds have gone really purple. A lot of that was just adjusting. I ain't getting that crazy with the purple in this. I'm going to bring it in. I am going to bring it in, but not now. This is the warm. This is our warm cloud color. Whoa, it's very brown, you say, dude. Not too bad, though, hey? And then in the, normally this would just be straight up cool gray, but I was watching, by the way, I did use some purple in the last painting I've done, which will probably work up on the channel. It's a nice painting. It's not going to win any awards, I don't think, but it's nice. Somebody will want it sometime. And I noticed that I decided to do Purple Hills, but one thing I never did, I forgot, and I do forget things, is the, that's pretty nice. That's kind of straight up purple. I'm going to add some black to that. I never did fully wake up the purple. You have to bring in the white to wake up the purple. Like it was coming in the form of the white that's part of Mike's gray. Oh, that's nice. I like that. And that's a purpley tone. We're going to transition to a warmer tone. Just remember with purple that it really gets on great with the burnt umber. I'm just going to bring it a tiny amount just to get everybody holding hands. See how well it gets on? Like, I don't want that tawny. I like that. So this is my sort of transitional color. I'm going to move into some yellows now. So we do have a yellow-purple kind of thing going, but not as... And the sky doesn't really show it in the reference, what I have in mind. Transitional, right there. Also, my spaces between colors are getting kind of over out of room. That's over the top. Also want to de-orangify it, so I'm going to use that CAD. That's even more over the top, but I know where I'm headed. When I put in the white always kills the color, okay? The ultimate color. When I talk about color killers, I'm talking about black, I'm talking about raw umber. That's a bit strong. I think I'm going to leave it though for now. And I'll just lighten it in the process of the painting. Okay, moving on to the... yeah, this is that kind of painting. Welcome. Fast. Quick and dirty. More quick and nice. Quick and nice. Put that lid on, bro. Everyone calls, not everyone, people call each other bro out here. That's why you hear that. I'm American, but I picked up some Kiwiisms, bro. Calling something as. Which is a derivative of the old sure is S-H-I-T. That's American, I'm pretty sure. Sure is. Nice. Clean. Okay, like I said, well, we will have some darks here, here. Around, not in the center, like I left that in the reference, but I ain't painting it. Don't have to, not gonna. Oh, I'll get my glasses, can't even see the clock. Yeah, with it only being, sorry, started an idea, got distracted. It'll come back to me, don't worry about it. Yeah, sorry about that. Oh, Mike, we're paying attention. I don't need this too dark. I did not do a painting yesterday. I did some other things in the morning, and then, was working on the book, volume 3, proofreading it, and I caught a big place I'd screwed up. When I got some of you. got very carried away here with the burnt umber. It's because I know I don't want this painting to be too dark, so light, bright, airy. I could have done this as a limited palette. I did one that's still sitting here. I haven't hit it with the liquid yet. If you watch the easel talks, you can see them stack up, and then every now and again you'll see it all just disappear. Nice. Okay, we got a bunch of greens, we got a bunch of grays. I'm gonna have some gray. Let's make just one kind of dark gray. We'll use some of this left over here. That's pretty good. It might seem a little pinky, but don't worry about it. It'll be alright. Don't worry. Don't worry. Yeah, one reason that I mutter, my friends, is because I'm in here painting, basically talking to myself as far as anyone else is concerned. And they already think I'm a bit odd. You know, I'm not the only American in this town, but, well, actually, just had a neighbor move in who's American. Only seen her a couple times. Don't know what she's doing. She lives up, she lives a ways away, Takapuna, which is where I have one of my galleries at. Nice. That's the gray. Let's do some green. Just do 2 greens. Here's a dark green that's left over from my last painting. Still good. That's still good. That's going to take the place of a lot of the black I would have done normally. Uh-oh, I'm using my little knife. Busted. It hasn't made any loud scraping noises yet. I'm going to put it away. I know these make noise too. Don't think I don't know, but I got to do some scraping, folks. But I know the little ones are louder for sure. Okay, that's nice. 20. Green. I'm pretty happy with that. You go back there, otherwise I'll use you. Couple colors for the sand, and we're done with our premix. So start with that as a base. This is why I don't use the old brown ochre anymore, because it had a kind of cherryish red quality to it I don't like. Now this got an orangey quality, but it's easier to handle, closer to what I want to have. That's no white, by the way, so that's pretty cool. This is my dark sand. This has got black in it, so it's going to ugly things up. But I actually do think that's pretty much okay for my sand, dark sand. I do a ton of different colors in the sand. Sand's actually really fun to paint. Took me a while to wrap my head around. We use that as a basis for my next light color. Yeah, my friend that comes around, little Phil, he used to be my neighbor here, he's saying, oh, they talk about you over the cafe. It's like, really? No, they're not coming in here. That's been the story of my life. People talk about me, but I don't pay much attention. I mean, I do pay, if people are like in my direct environment, I'm always very polite and engaged. Now we're going to get rid of that red in there, eh? Well, we're going to use the CAD yellow. And that's ugly, right? But when we bring in the white, it should fall in. Much like this guy did. That's got a lot of chroma. We're going to kill it. Anyway, like I said, I'm in here talking to myself. So sometimes I'm a bit quiet about it. I'm not talking to myself, though. As you know, I'm talking to you. Nice. We're done. We're done. I'm going to pause everything here. I'm going to go use the facilities. That's a good place to break things, too, because if the color mixing session isn't separate, like last time I recorded, I just left everything running. That's actually more work, I think. You would don't need it. Goodbye. I'd rather have that real estate. I did really want to clean my palette today, but I'm going to be working on other stuff tomorrow, so I wanted to get a painting done today. And then a painting done on Saturday. This is Thursday. So I feel good about myself. I get 3 paintings done this week. Yeah, it's great. It's enough. Yeah, trying to change the units in Affinity, I just gave up. That's alright though. You know what? I ended up saying, well, this grid's close enough. Doesn't need to be exactly 50%. It's in the ballpark. It's a ballpark kind of thing, making paintings. Okay. It's the best book on tonal list painting. Landscape painting the tonal list way. $65 US and I'll ship it to you right away. Hey. Back from lunch. Back from lunch. Going to start painting. I think I need to retain this as a, that's really throwing me, having that little bit of hardboard there, but that's alright. We're adapting. Always adapting, always adapting. Everything's changing all the time. Only constant is change, as they say. This can be our dedicated dark brush when we get there. It may be pretty small areas, or we'll pick another brush, whatever. Yeah, not a lot in there, so gonna need some more oil, though. Pretty good. I think a little darker on the top. Ready? Okay, that's quite dark. But it's a good idea. It's a good idea to start a little dark on your blue. So you can bring in some of that mixing red. It doesn't purple it up too bad because it's restrained, you know. I would tell you what pigments were in that Winton. There's slight purple. I just don't want it too green. Now I gotta watch out. Sometimes horizontal in the sky can be a bit reflective. That's pretty good. Now here, that's really gonna want to be a bit more of a yellowy blue, but kind of like you saw me do up there. We start with some dark and then we bring in other things. And the reference, you'll see it's one big mass. Generally not a good plan. If you remember, I was kind of in this kind of thing, right? Some movement there. With that. Well, why would I leave a gap like I did there? Well, because you gotta watch out for the pipe thing. Always with skies. You know, it's like one, there's too much sameness in your vertical elements, is what I mean by the pipe thing. The intervals between the clouds were samey, with the clouds being samey. I always want variety. Yeah, I think we'll do the orange reset here. Don't always. Too gray. Yeah, that birds, the one-note birds. You hear them on the video. Beep, 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 beep. What are you gonna do? That's just how they go. They wake me up in the morning. They go all day long. They're happy. Yeah. That wasn't much of a dark gray. I knew it when I mixed it. Whatever. A little more character to this because it's got the purple coming in, which is also a bit weak, but okay. Not dark enough. Okay, we don't need to be too dark. Now, much past an area like that, you're not going to see me go too far. Just one a little different. Fine. Good to move on. stuff's changing in the world, man. It's not just the AI either. It's this, humanity's gotta really gonna have to step up, or it's gonna be pretty bad, I think. Anyway, we paint along. That's pretty. That's nice. Let's see how it goes. I want more of the flavor of yellow in it. I know it sounds, you'll see. A little more life. You can see the purple was nice before the orange, and a little bit of, mostly the orange. I was going to say the yellow ochre, but I don't think the yellow ochre had that big an impact. Very samey with what's there, so we'll come in with another color. There's lots of times I will wipe the color off my brush. You can hear me do it. You don't see me do it. But it's important because if you don't, you won't be able to reset enough. Now this color is going to be a lot like that orangey thing I just had in. I think I'm going to go further with it. Now we'll see what we get here. You can see the or you have seen the reference in the color mixing. There we go. It's, progression from, in the clouds anyway. Things are barely that cool. One thing we haven't done, I thought about it when I did the purple, and I was thinking, well, the purple is going to take the place of the cool gray, but I'm going to come in with some more cool gray notes now. We'll bring it in line with everything else going on, but you can see I just pick up a few things from the palette here and there. I just think you want variance with your grays. If you look at the clouds in the sky, I was saying this in the last painting too, you'll see there's quite, there's always a bunch of shifting between cool and warm in the clouds, even on a regular sunny old day. Even more. That's going to be brighter, but not so much brighter that it's going to compete. Yeah, and the thing to remember about Mike's Gray, it's just black and white, man. There is, it's not a neutral tone. It's pretty cool. Just, I know I got all these yellows going to be coming in. See? Wiping off the brush. Notice I say, so when I'm wiping off the brush, I'm giving it a good squeeze. See, I already did that once. That's just even more paint out of it. I do that, and then I kind of clean my brush with oil. We are going through a bit more oil. You're going to go through more oil on the bigger paintings, obviously, and it depends on the technique. This technique is what I like to employ for a little more open skies. This is looking good, though. Can't have that yellow too strident because of all the purple. And if you're looking at the reference, you kind of get white. It's way more yellow than the reference, but it's working. Okay. Ooh, you know what? While we're here, neutralize that a little. Over here. Maybe a little orange as well. Which isn't neutral, but you'll see, I think it'll be a little prettier. As we come into where the action is, get more chroma. I don't like to have too much chroma around the outside there. Ooh, it's getting pretty light. Oh, you're going to go even brighter there, so we'll go and keep going with this. These transitions we have to deal with. Pretty happy with that. A bit of that downturn there kind of catches my eye in the camera. I'm getting ready to wipe off my brush, but I think the color to solve it with is here. A dip there. I'm pretty happy with it. I don't want to mess with it too much. What'll happen is you'll start losing good stuff. Remember, we have a mission to make this a quick painting. Good and quick. Okay, a little lighter. I'm going to do some rim lights. What the heck? It looks like we picked up some pink a little. They don't really matter for these. Remember, I started here.
Howdy, neighbor.
Hey, how you doing, Maggie?
I'm doing great. I'm loving watching you paint.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Where's that? On my YouTube or here?
Oh, on the YouTube.
Yeah, I paint a lot, yeah.
Damn it. You got me wanting to paint landscapes again.
Yeah, well, if you break it down like I do, I think that's the best thing. I show you just underpainting, good reference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you sell out there at Tutakaka?
Yeah.
Steve?
Yeah.
I need to go by there tomorrow when he's open because every time I go up there, it's not one of the days he's open.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think it's Mondays. I've only been up there a few times.
I think he's Tuesday.
I think it's Mondays he's closed.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I think.
Oh, for sure he's going to be open on those days.
Yeah, he's only open a few
and
days.
The hours in the winter are different than the summer hours.
So where is Poor Nights?
Huh?
The one you posted, 2 weeks ago? Oh, right there.
Oh, there, yep. Yeah, that was a real challenge painting rocks like that because
it's beautiful.
They tend to want to go lumping, or you get all into the reference and then you start drafting. I don't want the draftsmanship when it comes to landscape paintings.
Alive because you're doing the once and done as much as you can.
Oh yeah.
Touch and leave it. Touch and leave it.
That's right. You got it. Yeah. So you're getting all set up over there. Sounds like you're looking good. Good.
Trying to, and then, of course, I didn't know what the deal was, but I've got a little workshop next Friday.
Nice.
5 people that are coming. They want to learn how to do jelly plate printing, so I ordered the jelly plates, and I hope they get here.
Where'd you order them from?
Timu.
Well, okay.
I usually get stuff within 3 or 4 days, so we'll see.
Yeah, I've had to resort to getting like little hangers from a wire on the back of my pictures from Timu, but generally, and some other little things.
I would rather buy from Timu than Amazon.
Oh, really?
Is that bad? Yeah.
Amazon's not really good for Timu type stuff. Like these little like wood circles. I think I'm gonna do for this Christmas sale coming up. I'm gonna do some paintings on these.
And when is did we get an email?
Early December. Yeah.
Oh, those are perfect.
Yeah. You want one? Take it. I got a bunch.
And they're wood.
Yeah. That's a coaster. I got that for Kmart, but I got some more from Timu.
That's just as wooden coasters.
Yeah, and it's actually acacia wood. So it's nice when you peel off the tape's going to be pretty good. It's stuck now,
amazing.
But
look at that right there.
It is nice.
That's wonderful.
You can have it.
No, that's okay.
Right.
That's
too small for you.
Well, I've got more supplies than I know what to do with. So.
You remind me of Joan. She was here. Yeah, she loved her supplies, and she would do. There's kind of an ink
and not enough time. So I just go shopping.
Oh yeah.
And in the States especially.
I wish you could have seen some of her stuff because she did one thing with this because I remember the 80s and this was like a kind of ink she would use, like an acrylic ink that would kind of resist and do all this interesting stuff, and it was very cool indeed. Yeah, I mean I've actually had people on my YouTube say, "Oh, you should try this and that." And I'm like,
nah, you're good.
Oil paint with my brush.
You're
that's what I'm going to do. Yeah,
you're doing your thing and doing it well.
Yeah.
Oh, well, good.
Well, good to chat, Maggie. Yeah. Okay. We could do. Okay, let's leave that there. Get me. I do think this will probably be fun. I'm gonna have to make actually. A lot of times I shrink the reference. I'm not even put my glasses on. I really can't make things out too well here. Not these either. Yeah, I think I mentioned I got a pair of glasses from, first things first. Clean up the horizon. Trust me, that'll really help when we comes time. It's already a little soft. This is not so awesome. We didn't make any tea. Was that from yesterday? I don't see any mold in it. Yeah, I'm happy with that. That's better. I can actually see now. We're just going to start doing some real drawing with the actual paint. Oh, that's a lot more significant than what I painted. I resized this from super tiny. I think it just made up a bunch of details that aren't real. We picked up some light somewhere. Don't matter too much over here. Chunks. Big chunks. this thing got a bit crazy with this reference, making up all kinds of stuff. It's okay. I think I already said it's okay. Just trying to tell myself it'll be okay, because that's a real place, but whatever. Okay. Okay, it's really important, and I'm not actually going to paint that water coming in too much. I'm happy with that. I do think I should correct this. I've got the light hitting there, so I'm expecting someone to say, "What? Wait a minute." Ugh. Yeah, I knew that was going to happen. The thing is with the lightest areas like I'm painting right now is those are some of your most sensitive areas for the strokes. When you look at the paintings of the masters, there's always like a lot of, especially if they're using that lead white, which really will hold the stroke very nicely. In many ways nicer than the titanium. Titanium being more opaque, just more useful, so I don't bother with lead white. Sometimes if I'm doing figurative stuff, I do. Alright, that's enough of that. Chase stuff like that at your own peril. Do I have a color like that? Here I am. No, because I chased it. Not that that was perfect there, but anyway, lots of times they're right uphill. Now I am leaving that thicker bit. Ooh, yeah. That's nice. Okay. Darks are in, and the detour to get the sky looking. Yeah, nice. Yeah, I'm feeling like glasses off. I had to work reverse here. I had to make it much bigger to see the darks clearly, but I don't need to see a bunch of detail right now. I'm thinking I'm going to go for the sand area right now, which wouldn't be my normal work out all the greens and this and that or whatever, but I want to get this all filled in and then maybe just finish up on the rocks. I don't know. Anyway, we got this color we made. This color we made. I did nothing. You'll be surprised, even that won't be as strong as you might have thought. Chunks. Different chunks from different pigments will have different impact. Like your umber chunks aren't necessarily the worst type of chunks. I would think, you got people like Carlson. With the, if you look how they paint snow, I always say, you should paint some snow. It's like, I've barely been in the snow. I was in California, in the Bay Area. But the point I'm trying to get to is that there's a zillion different colors in snow. It's not just white. And very much like this with sand. You can put a lot of different colors in. We'll use this for the sand. We'll be all right. Well, things take a little turn for the greenish here. Not often you see me do that. Usually I've tried my normal strategy, which was just put in a little bit of that's a nice little bit of cad, which has green tendencies. Chunks. Those are all from that burn number. Take them off the painting, put it back on the painting. There's a lot of chroma in that. You can do very chromatic sand, but not for this painting. Although it probably won't be going as light as it is in the reference. This is a bit yellow. Nice orange, thank you for that. Okay, if there's something like that, you gotta wipe it off. You can't, it'll just fright you. I'm not a big that to the other painting ago. I'm gonna be getting back in that light color, but a lot of that's designed to be underneath this lighter color I'm coming in with right now. Raw umber's your friend. Here comes the sand. good rule too. We don't have the sand lighter than the sky, although it is in the reference. Ooh, too light. Too light. Chunk. Pretty good. This will kind of go with the sky. There's another ocean beach I did. It's a lot more tonal in color. Yeah, we can go a little brighter now. Maybe I'm wrong. It just seems too bright. That's better. Chunks, 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 chasing chunks. Okay, when I put in the orange, I had a plan to kind of do something like this. Cloud techniques there where I put a darker color in and then do lighter over the top. I think that's looking pretty good. That looks like sand, so we're done. Yeah, I was actually thinking doing the water next. And then the rest should just come together very nicely and easily. That's the plan. I think we're into 1 hour into the painting now. Some kind of chunks. You are causing me too many problems. I know it's a lot of pain. Let's get done yet. For a number, I'm talking to you. Okay, that brush is way too big now, and I'm going to step on down. I still don't want a tiny brush, but yeah, no, talking about the water, actually, no, I'm going to probably go with the DOS bristle filbert. Not that one. They're in the wrong jar. This one. I'll show you here because I know that's only focused on the painting itself. At least it was. That's one reason I'm gonna have a little more noise maybe in the situation that I might like, because I'm not shooting this wide open. So I have higher ISO, but a tighter, sharper aperture. Delete. Oh. I'm gonna go too flash. That's a nice color here. I'm going to flatten it a little more. Let me see, were you darkening it? Yes, I'm doing a little of that too, but the black, bringing in the ivory black will kill the color so it's not too fake looking. Yeah, okay. Experience has taught me it's going to have to move somewhere. It's going to have to go somewhere. So on this part back here, closer to the rocks, it's gonna go to that. Okay, let's start on this side. Oh, Mike, do I? Knife. Yeah, I just wiped off my brush. There's a ton of paint in my brush, but hopefully I've got enough. Your reference might tell you a story of the water being one color all the way. Don't listen to the reference. Always be modulating ABM. It's in the new book. It's in the old book. It's in everything I ever talk about or do, because modulation is absolutely critical. You don't have way more important than detail. No, not in a little tiny area like that. Oh, damn you. Okay, fine, good. Pretty cool. All right. That's real typical too, don't get me wrong, because I start swearing. Part of the problem I have is like there is no pigment here. Look. You know? So the kinds of moves I'm trying to make without insufficient pigment are having zero effect. Oh, did you see that? I know you saw it. Okay, that's great. Okay. On the downside, we can just grab some. Actually, I do like to use just proper blue. That's a little too chromatic. So in that case, the Mike's Gray, we killed it with the Ivory Black. It's part of the Mike's Gray, but that's more of an aqua blue. This would be more of a blue. Good enough. That's pretty blue to me. Yeah, we'll just wait till you see this. Okay. Too bright, maybe. A lot bigger water and a lot smaller beach. That's because too much of that light color down there, I think it's not good. It's alright. I've done this before. It's not my first rodeo. So, my thought now, not you. I thought, how are we doing a battery? Oh, good. 2 bars. Is to move over to something more like a gray. And I'm putting some of the raw in there because it's going to be wanting to be more neutral when it gets to the water, but that's looking good. Not going super flashy with the aqua, just not in that sort of frame. We can do more though, a little more. Off the side. It's not so much aqua as kind of like an ocean color. Not bad. That's supposed to be a bush, so I don't want it taking on too much of a rocky kind of a feel. And down here I've held off on purpose because I'm going to really up the sand kind of thing. Darker. You can see the red that's actually in there now. Mm-hmm. Not too bad. And kill that with the black. Okay, because we are going to have some waves. They're not going to be big waves. I'm not worried about modulation here. It's designed to be underneath everything else. Good stuff. We had quite a lot of paint in the brush there. We did pretty well. So we just wiping the brush off. We're going to come through and just, as also I've talked about it before, the most challenging bits to paint is this where the waves are coming in from the water. Good enough. That's from the ruler. Square, whatever you want to call it. Nice. Very important we don't go too light here. Not so important, like you see it kind of maybe almost seems reddish. That you'll see that won't be that critical. And here we're kind of just faking. Low tide. Nice. I think that water's done. Looks good. That looks good. It just looked in the camera. I'm happy with that. All right, so, one of the most challenging parts of the painting are done, which is pretty good. One thing you definitely don't want to do, like this is what I was telling you, it's challenging to paint this dark bit coming in. And in your reference, it'll tell you it's very consistent, and it may be, but you don't want to paint it like that. I could have just left this alone. Feeling brave like I am. Well, I'm constantly trying to improve. Okay. Okay, nice, nice, nice. Battery's holding in there. I'm hoping that we can get this done with this. This is my battery lasts a little less time. It's battery actually from my old Canon, or it's a replacement battery, an extra battery. It may not be Canon brand. Either way, the one that came with this R7, that's who you are, that's where you are right now. You're on the R7 being my guest. Yeah, it lasts longer. Nice, okay. Now let's look at some brushes. We'll need brushes for this, and probably glasses. Well, first thing I can make smaller, my reference smaller. What the tone? Yep. Oh, I bet you can guess what brush I'm gonna grab. That's right, the Trickle. Well, I zoomed out. I think I want to go. I'm gonna keep going with my big things first. Doesn't matter if I'm inclined to just wash this out real quick. Use this for these areas here too. Greeny. I don't even think I need to wash this brush out. Wash it out with some paint. Yeah, I know. I squeeze out the big bunch of burnt sienna. I say, yeah, player. Well, now you're going to see. It won't matter the white here so much. I don't want that too dark. You saw how much red I put in there for sienna. And still looks green, which is great. It's fine. I want that redder. That was easy. Oh, it's a little bit in your face. Let's see how it looks. That's got the effect I'm wanting for sure. But this is. Oh yeah, that's the problem, isn't it? Need to be able to get in and get out of that. No, I could see that from the camera. Hello. Mike, you told us not to chase chunks. I know. Do as I say. As I do. Look, it's not getting me. That's fine. I could duke it out with that for quite a while. Let's go ahead and move to the foliage brush. Start painting in some of these grays back out. Actually, yeah, I'm going to save that for the foliage. I think I'm going to get me a Simmons 1. Got some pretty tight little areas. Also, I'm going to zoom out because I don't think the my assistant made up a bunch of details that aren't actually in the scene. That's helpful. Glasses on. That's supposed to be green, but that's pretty good. Look at my other glasses. Oh, 1 bar. I don't like 1 bar. Oh, we're going to stop. We're back. We didn't go anywhere. We just changed the battery, which I think was a very wise move. Okay. I don't know, the gray is doing okay there. Huh. This is green. No, I was talking about my foliage brush, but the heck? I think there's some white somewhere. Alright, it's time to move to the foliage brush. Well, maybe not. I'll paint that back there. That's a very interesting kind of color, kind of almost like that, except not that flash. Yeah, I mean it's nominally a green. That white color is just the fine color to come through there. Just having trouble painting in that red. I can hear that song. Hopefully you guys won't have to watch an ad. You definitely won't have to watch an ad on Substack. Yeah, it's vague here. All right. That wasn't a good plan. We're almost done. Can you believe it? And you know what? I didn't have to put foliage brush out. I don't think I need it. There's not so much foliage here. It's like distant foliage, and it's pretty much working as is. This is that kind of painting. So, I think a few more light gray notes. No, not a super light gray either. Just. This is where something like a drawing really can support you, because like I said, the reference is kind of lying here. So I don't need a ton of details, I just need the impression of things. Yeah, I don't know if this paint is going to get better, so I'm very happy with this. Now, one thing I wanted to do is come in with my darks and do a few little bit, not too much, because I like the looseness of it. find yourself hovering, you know you're close. Okay, well you should be able to hear me okay even with this rain going. That's it, we're done. So I hope you enjoyed watching me paint this. I think it came out really, really good. So I'm totally stoked about it. And I don't want to mess it up. So we'll see you later. Thanks for joining me today. Hope you got something out of this ocean beach painting. And we will be back with another painting very soon.